And switch into live screen in 3, 2, 1. All right. I hope this is working. I can't really watch from the Streamlabs end because, my gosh, things just can't be easy. We can't just display capture on Adobe Premiere without it being blocked. So I had to do a full screen capture. But with that, I had you'd see all the private windows and shit. You know, you guys would see my black market deals and all my porn. And we can't have that. So it's just the Adobe screen on my end, and maybe I can see the chat on my phone. I gotta hope the stream is visible and doing good. But hello everyone.
To see this as a bad omen for 2026.
Yeah, start off on the right foot. So chat, pop off, like hit us if something doesn't seem right, doesn't sound right, and I will do my best. I'm literally just like frantically scrolling through YouTube just to see if I can see ourselves.
That's me every day.
Yep. I'm sure that's you, the viewer, too. YouTube makes it pretty tough to find anyone you like now. Here we go. Okay, yeah, this looks okay. Well, hello, everyone. Hello, chat. Everyone watching live and who will undoubtedly watch in the VOD. It's me, Mr. Unnecessary himself, joined by the voice of Abridged Knuckle Duster, Sprite Stuff, and the sound editor from Morning Ramen, who produced this with us, the Schuler. Say hello, boys.
Hey, Schuler.
Hey, Schuler.
Hey, Sam.
You're supposed to say, hey, Schuler.
Oh, hey, Schuler.
Hey, you guys. But yeah, pop on a hey chat, let us know that you're here. You can post us questions along the way. Basically, we're just gonna yap about the first 2 episodes of MHAbridged Vigilantes. And if you post any questions in the chat along the way, we see something interesting, we'll answer it to the best of our ability. If we know what we're talking about, or if it's basically if it's something we can't talk about, I'll be like, what's our safe word, Sam?
What kind of things couldn't we talk about?
There is one particular joke that Schuler might remember in episode 2. We make fun of we made a joke about a specific event in the Abridged community, and the editors nixed it.
Okay.
So, like, if that pops up, we need to say for like, yo, you can't talk anymore. We can't say that.
Do you want my real life safe word?
Well, yeah, your real life safe word. Let's get personal.
Yeah, this is I'm gonna get real sherry. It's a banana because I'm allergic to them.
That's okay. You know what? Fair enough. I was like, banana's so basic, but it's like, no, that's actually a very real thing. It's a safety thing.
Yeah, I was going to pitch in samurai as a safe word.
Samurai. So samurai banana or banana samurai? Banana samurai.
Banana samurai. Obviously.
Okay.
And banana.
Yeah.
So banana samurai, you have to stop.
Well,
if anyone remembers the safe word, like, yo, you can't talk about that.
I'm writing it on my forehead, so I'll remember it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so unfortunately, at the end of the year, I always do kind of like a spring cleaning of my hard drive. So unfortunately, I don't have the raw sequences that I visually edited for either of these episodes. I am so sorry. I did not know I was going to be doing a stream like this until like the last second. But hopefully for any others that we do in the future, I will make sure raw sequences are maintained, so you guys can kind of see a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of like scroll through the episode. We're not going to quite play it out because I don't know how copyright's going to deal with that. But I'll kind of just like slowly scroll through and just kind of talk about interesting things. But yeah, again, chat, if you're following, once again, pop us a question if you have one. We'll answer to the best of our abilities. If we can't, someone's going to yell banana samurai if we're not allowed to say something because it's private.
And who knows? Maybe further down the line, we'll have more friends joining us.
Yes, that is true. If you know, we're at some ad hours. Some people might hop in just for funsies. We'll see. But it'll just be this core 3 to start. But yeah, let me start at the very beginning. We'll do commentary to start here, like the very beginning. My Hero Vigilantes Abridged. Let me clue on Koichi here.
This is exciting because I haven't seen this yet.
You haven't watched this yet? Oh, fake fan. Yeah, so
I've scrolled through.
Yeah, so in episode 16 of My Hero Bridge, the mainline one, we inserted Koichi there. I drew and animated him in based on a still from the manga, and had that bit where he kind of bumps into Deku right in the middle of the Hero Killer arc. And so from that point, I think that was either 2017 or 2018. So since then, I've believed deep down in my heart, I knew that there would be a Vigilantes anime. At that point, I've been reading it, I've been enjoying it, I'm like, this is an inevitability. And I thought that they would air it after My Hero's anime finished. I didn't think they'd go like in between seasons. I was generally surprised by that. But I always felt like, I figured that we would finish mainline My Hero and then we would do Vigilantes. And so there was always plans between this and Dr. Stone. Like Dr. Stone, infamously, I wrote the whole script before the fucking anime was announced because that was another one I felt very confident in. This one I did not write a script for. But I had planned notes, and it's specifically the part where Koichi shows up and butts heads with Deku during the Hero Killer arc. The number one, very first thing that we planned was that Vigilantes was gonna be, what's that spin-off play of Macbeth, I think it is? The Rosencrantz is dead.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Yes. So my whole plan for Vigilantes initially was to be that equivalent to mainline abridged My Hero. Like, we would kind of be bobbing and weaving and kind of seeing things happen in the background. And we'd be getting other people's perspective on the events. Then I wrote a script. Yes, I wrote, and so I wrote a script. And for those who don't know what Rosencrantz and Rosencrantz and
Guildenstern, I think. Now I'm gonna have to Google it because
Guildenstern are dead. That's a play. It's kind of a was it a comedy? I've never actually. I know of the play. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it live.
But isn't it like a comedic send up or just a parody? It's just, I guess it's like from the side character's view of Macbeth, right?
I just looked it up. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Guildenstern, okay.
Guildenstern. Yes, I accidentally gave it an East New York flavor there.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so
but
that one,
an absurdist comedy.
Yeah, okay, so it was a comedy. Okay, that's what I figured. So just like that takes place on the side of Macbeth, and characters are kind of reacting to it. That's what was the full plan of Vigilantes to be. It wasn't even planned to be a series. It was going to be kind of like, I was almost just going to do a full movie like after like the whole anime completed. I planned things way too far ahead, thinking that life would be a little bit kinder than it has been to us in the channel, and thinking we would just have like fuck you backing to do things like that. So I figured like we do like the full first season of Vigilantes, and like, oh yeah, this happened, and here's the sports festival arc, and we're watching the sports festival on the TV, and then we're doing some things, and then like things would pop off during the Stain arc, and then that's how we would kind of get to the end about how they clashed there. And so I wrote that script and went, oh, there's no fucking way. We have no... Because basically 2025 happened. This anime came out. It looks incredible. Love it. And we have no fun. We have $0 in Patreon to work on this because we're still paying off the My Hero movie we're working on, Your Next Abridged, which also isn't fully funded because basically YouTube crapped on us. Viewership went down. There's a lot of reasons why it happens systematically on YouTube. Patreon went down as well because when YouTube goes down, so does Patreon. It's all about exposure and reach. So we have no viewership, no ad revenue, no Patreon funding. I'm fucking freaking out. This big grand scale movie plan I had for Vigilantes, not fucking happening now. Shit sucks. I have to rewrite episodically now and do a whole new take on it. Now it's a series. At very least a mini-series version of what I initially planned. I think
still incorporate some of those ideas back into an episodic script because I do think it's a really interesting idea to have these outside perspectives on on the events that have already happened in the show. I think you can absolutely slot that back in.
And we did. Oh, we did. We kept some scenes, especially in episode 2 that we'll get to. Like we had the characters go to the Deku's funeral, and so like
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we do that. Yeah, motherfucker definitely didn't fucking watch. He wasn't lying.
I'm too humble.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You're too humble to watch yourself. Honestly, I feel the same way. Sometimes I just can't watch myself and other people's shit. But yeah, so we incorporate Deku's funeral in episode 2, and so that's why we started implementing that. When's the plan for the next Zatch Bell Abridged? We want to do it. We just don't know when we find the time. It's a time thing. Zatch Bell was a ramshackle, like that cost practically nothing to make. So like that's why that came out this year in lieu of other shit, because we're like, oh my god, we had to put something out there. Zatch Bell was practically free to make because that was just.
Did you make that around the same time that like bag of cocaine fell off the truck into your porch?
Oh gosh. Now that's back. That's the golden era in hashtag in quotation air quotes. But Zatch Bell, we'd like to do it. That's purely a time thing. A lot of us don't have time right now, especially like I said with the funding with the channel going down. I had to like. That's what we're leading into here. Is after all the shit that went down with YouTube, I pulled an Iwata from Nintendo and I took a pay cut, and basically instead of like not making shit anymore or embezzling money from the Patreon, I was like, no. I'm gonna defer my money from a lot of these things and take a part-time job, and that way we can pay editors again and get this shit off the fucking floor again. Because I wasn't having it. Like I love this channel so much. Although, as we'll get to very soon about what happens, I love JoyRide very much, and I will not let this shit go down. I just can't. I can't let this shit go. No matter how badly YouTube treats us and the audience gets pissy with us sometimes, it ain't going nowhere. It's even if it fucking kills me.
But it's not for that.
But like I said, like keep going on. I had to rewrite the script, and I did not like the mini version of the original plan. So then I rewrite it again across the board. And because of the vigilantism is a very touchy subject right now in light of very recent events and all events throughout 2025 about giving people a little bit power to dull their own fucking justice. It's a touchy subject. I'm the satire guy, but even I'm getting fucking tired of putting a funhouse mirror to the real world. It's not very funny anymore. And people definitely don't like being fucking lectured right now. So there goes my monologuing ass. Basically, all my tips and tricks, I just don't feel confident anymore. Abridging is becoming very difficult because, as we joked in episode 2, we talk about, repost the video high-pitched and cropped like a real man. Because we have reached the point now where we made that joke on episode 2 about the Hugh Jackman when he goes, some of you weren't even born when these started. That's not even a fucking joke. We have people who've been watching this shit were not born when abridging began a thing, or even the quote-unquote golden era of abridging. People who are watching these sometimes do not know what abridging is, and they meet that with anger. They're like, come on, post the real thing. Why did you change the voices? And it's like, motherfucker, it's a parody. It's fair use. It's transformative. We do not have legal jurisdiction to just post a full anime, and we don't want to. We want to voice over it. We want to tell jokes. We want to visually transform it because we like to make supplementary material of the anime that we love. And the fact that I have to describe that in multiple sentences, I lost some folks just the moment I inhaled to take a breath. Because that's the online medium right now. There's no patience for anything. And I'm a patient guy, as the chat, as Echo just remarked in chat. We plan things 7 years in advance. I'm used to being the plan a joke 7 years in advance guy, and having the audience go, "Ooh, you're setting something up. Oh, I can't wait for this payoff." And when it pays off, they're so excited. There's no patience with the audience anymore. There is no goodwill. You gotta be delivering shit now, fucking now. And I had to put up my hands and admit that I cannot fucking do this. And that's what happened during rewrite number 3. As Stina, who is basically like the side administrator, hair out. What little I have left of it. And having a fucking panic attack. Because I'm not enjoying abridging anymore. I am not enjoying doing as I just said. We like to fucking riff on the anime that we love. And here I am with Vigilantes, one of the parodies I always wanted to fucking do, and I am at a fucking loss. I'm not happy. I'm freaking the fuck out. The channel is on fire, it's spiraling, and something needs to fucking come out, or we are dead. Because you gotta keep fucking posting, and you gotta keep fucking moving. And unfortunately, everything that I build as I do, just doesn't work with the mainstream audience anymore, because the mainstream audience fucking hates us, and our thank God for our hardcore audience. You guys fucking rock. We love you. But we need to appeal to as many of our subscriber base as possible. Unfortunately, YouTube hides us from our subscriber base now, so we have very little to work with, and what little we have to work with an audience does not like me. They don't fucking like me, and that's why I'm Mr. Unnecessary now. Because there was a review, someone reviewed our channel, someone who was clearly a fan, that I appreciate. I love criticism. Unfortunately, I don't like criticism that is structured clearly by AI, so they say the same thing multiple times. And their argument boils down to we just don't do what they like. We make changes that they don't like. That's what basically they called it unnecessary changes, but really it's just basically everyone's complaints at the very beginning. How dare you do this to Deku? How dare you insult my real life, my what do you call it, an audience stand-in? People get mad about that.
Waifu, whatever it is.
Waifu, your avatar, your self-insert. Deku is a lot of people's self-insert, and as I've discussed in commentary for Dark Deku Abridged, and we'll definitely discuss a lot in your next Abridged that's coming out real soon, I do advocate heavily for the self-insert, where I say, yeah, fucking life is tough right now. You need a win. You do fucking doing, or I don't have the fucking skill set. So I rewrite this a fourth time, and I go, and Steven even said, this is the last rewrite. Whatever you do now needs to fucking print. You gotta bring this forward to the actors, because like Salty DK Dan plays Koichi. He's been sitting here for 7 years. I mean, he's been playing Nezu and a lot of background characters, but Mr. Funny White Boy himself has been sitting here for 7 years. He's been promised this character. He wants to play it so fucking badly. And it's like, we gotta fucking go. What's that?
Salty, that's a good early investment.
we liked Salty before the internet told you to like Salty, dear viewer, and that goes vice versa for him. We love each other. We respect each other's game. That I knew that kid before he knew what the fuck he was doing. He was just hanging around abridging. He would do little small edits and little parodies, and then he just like a couple memes popped off, and he became internet funny man. And it's been so cool to see him pop off. And the way that he runs his fucking business, he's a really nice guy. He's incredible.
I only talked with him once, but I got along pretty well with him. I thought he was a nice young man.
He's so fucking cool, and I'm just like, I am floored that the roller coaster ride that has been JoyRide, the fact that he has stuck with us and has been enthusiastic about playing this role wherever it's gone, whatever he's been promised, and whatever changes. So I write that fourth draft. It's done. I print it. I record it. And during that scripting and recording, this began the new implementation of the system of now I no longer have like full fucking say over these scripts, because Kanono, the voice of Abridged Deku, has a joke that he calls the channel Leroy Ride, and he's so fucking right. That it's 99.99% control that you cannot take out of my hands. And this year I had to learn to let the fuck go and let some people come in and fucking check my ass and fix some things. So Vigilantes is the first script that has like we've had script editors before, but this is the first time where they started chopping up my script and making changes. And Sam, you were part of those. You were one of those editors. You worked on the ending of episode 1 when we got to the candy bar bit, because you had a note where you were very adamant about making a callback to Eat This.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You went through the script and you said that it was missing something. There was a callback that was missing, And then you and I talked about it, and then we kind of like brought it back down to, it's the passing of the torch moment where All Might in the Abridged, All Might gave Deku his pube and he ate it. So Knuckle Duster gives Koichi just a dusty, furry, dirty hair candy bar. That looks very phallic in nature. It's also a Three Musketeers bar as an homage to All for One and One for All. And so that was all you, Sam. You wrote that into the script essentially. But then I had to like. I forgot about that. I had to like.
Did people like that moment?
Yes, people like that moment because again, it was a good callback. It was a very good call to make.
I appreciate that.
Yep, and I guess it was really. Oops, I'm touching things I'm not supposed to. Okay, there we go. And so that's an example of we now have editors coming in post-script right before recording who are now adding scenes and telling me things to do. And JoyRide has turned maybe 9, 10, 12, 15 years old. It's dubious. I've been doing this for a very long time now, and I don't have that muscle developed where now I don't get final say anymore. I mean, I still get final say, but now someone has to give me more feedback and say you can't move forward until you give XXX changes, and you can't just say it's your creative decision or you don't understand. Everyone involved in the editing process now needs to fucking understand what the fuck is going on, or we cannot have someone record that because we're tired of because
it is.
What's that?
I genuinely I think I know why that is for you, and I think it's because like when most people kind of get into abridging, they kind of start through the voice actor route, but you came in like very much, as a creative with full control.
I was showrunner by necessity because I came in as a voice actor. Like my very first abridging project, I was just a voice actor. And then I was like, okay, hey guys, this looks cool. Can we make one together? And fucking crickets. Because no one wanted to make shit with me. And then we did, remember the Dragon Ball Abridged collaboration where we had a bunch of groups do episodes? That's the very first parody I ever worked on. And they teamed me up with Banana Samurai and told me to go fuck myself. And then eventually we did release it. It's on Patreon. It's the Boss Rabbit's Inappropriate Touch. We did remaster and actually fucking produce it. But it can only be on Patreon because 1, it's a Dragon Ball thing. Toei doesn't like it. And 2, that is a product of its time. The jokes are I'm not even saying a little problematic, very problematic. During a very problematic phase of my life. Probably the most unchecked I ever was in my life was the scripting for that. Because that's back when I was like, I did have a script editor, and it was called Painkillers and other fun substances. So that was that whole area, so that was the very first parody I ever worked on, which we then remastered. So you get a nice looking version of that. But then by necessity, I started doing EPO and a bunch of things by myself because no one wants to fucking work with me. And so I am writing, directing myself, and doing all the voices myself, and then making like 3 episodes of EPO, then presenting that to voice actors and going, hey guys, I do actually fucking make things. Fuck these guys at Abridged forums. All they do is fucking talk about making Abridges. They don't fucking make anything. Come to make things with me. And that's how we end up with Earl of Basington. And then from Earl of Basington, we then wind up with Sam. You made a cameo in EPO very briefly. Yeah. Like you were like a stunt cast. And then
I remember at the time I was like a somewhat of a name. At that time.
At that time, you were a guy who showed up a lot. Like, if Sam was in your parody, you were making parodies. Like, that was a guy, like you, Scaringo, who will be making who's getting stunt casted in the next movie that we have. Your next Abridged, Scaringo's a stunt cast.
Hell yeah.
And I'm very happy with that. Anyone who, like I said, I know Schuler would be happy to hear that. Morning Ramen Boys love Scaringo.
Everybody over here is a big fan of Scaringo.
We love Scaringo. Yeah.
And congratulations to his new family.
Oh yeah, congrats to him. And what else was I gonna say is so then that leads to Morning Ramen. Through Earl, I meet Morning Ramen. And that's Schuler, who's with us right now, Keith, Ivan the Irate, Sebastian, And you guys were kind of like the foundational group. Like, you were my neighbors. We would always trade notes. We would hang out together. We'd record each other's shit. We'd help produce things together. Like in TIBA, that Team 4-Star Abridging collaboration. Keith specifically helped me out a lot on Inazuma 11, a Go Abridged. And so since then, we've all been thick as thieves. So at my new lowest point in abridging, I am now on the 4th draft of Vigilantes. It's been recorded. It has been laid out. Some visual edits has been done. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, I still fucking hate this. And everyone who's been test screening it likes it. In fact, some people loved it, and they were right. Anyone who's watched it has remarked, this is very different from what they're used to from us. Based on all the things I just preambled about how it is a whole change in structure, change in nature, change in humor. So people really liked it for how different it was. But I still wasn't happy about it because, frankly, nothing was going to make me happy because I wasn't enjoying abridging anymore. Because most people don't want to change, as we're finding out as a country right now, that people get stuck in their ways, they want to do things, and they get told, hey, maybe the thing you're doing isn't the best route to do things. You're going to be met with some resistance and some hard feelings, and I felt that personally with the making of this series in particular. So I'm mad, I'm desperate, I just don't like the way things are going, and so I ping Schuler here, and I go, buddy, I don't have the budget that I'm used to having, so this is going to be a cheap job, but I am fucking desperate.
I am used to working for free.
And you were worse. You even said you initially did not even want to get paid. You actually refused the money initially.
That is not what I said.
But you very politely, you kind of pushed it away, but you said, I'm worse to working for free. I said, no, you will get paid.
Accept your dirty money, but obviously I would be happy to do this for free if you just asked.
Yeah, that's about it right there. But I was desperate. I was like on my hands, as if I had to beg. Because like I said, we are thick as thieves. We are family. We love each other. We always do shit for each other on a drop of a hat. Always. But I was still
the world's greatest blunt rotation, by the way.
Yeah. But I was like literally after the reception. That's what it was. Yeah. So I was desperate. I was sad. I was depressed. I'm like, I know this is good, but it doesn't feel good if I don't fucking feel good because it is JoyRide sometimes and all the times. And I'm directing this thing. I'm producing it. It's got my soul embedded into it. And if my soul is rank and filthy and angry, it's not going to be fucking good. It doesn't matter what other good changes we made. So I'm like, how would I feel better? And I felt better if I handed it to my best boys at Morning Ramen. I said, Schuler, do your sound thing. I'm such a visual gag guy, and you're such a sound gag guy. So between the two of us, we'll have a gag every 5 seconds. And this thing will have some good-ass fucking energy. And so you were given a practically finished product, and I was like, hey, warp this into something with more. You had a very hard task on the first episode, Schuler. You had to give this thing more energy. You had to save its soul purely through audio. And you did a good ass fucking job with it. It came out fucking fantastic.
I can't wait to watch it after the stream.
Yeah, Sam. But that being said, I think that's all we have to say about this one. I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting about one, because like I said, one is a tough one to talk about because again, it's just like it was like that episode of SpongeBob where in his brain everything's on fire and they're moving papers around. That was the making of this at the from start to finish. It was just like, oh my god, what the fuck are we doing? What is the energy? What is the tone of this? And then Schuler set the tone and said, okay, this is goofier and more irreverent. We're used to playing things pretty straight and serious, and the humor's very dark. We torture the characters and we get our jibes in. This one's more like a fucking more like a lampoon, more like a scary movie or an airplane kind of deal, or a Naked Gun. It's like joke, 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 joke. And then now my little story beats will be kind of hidden and sprinkled throughout. It's in the background now. And that whole Rosencrantz in Guildenstern kind of thing starts happening in episode 2. So we get to episode 2. And so now I bring the Morning Ramen Boys into the writer's room from the very beginning. And this is where we start having a fucking blast.
The first thing they did was make my character gay, which I fucking appreciate.
Yeah, they made Knuckle Duster a grinder dad, and best fucking decision.
I'm so excited because like anytime I've been like, you know, gay characters do come up, but you very much have to play it, you know, in a very specific way. And that's just how it's been for a long time. So it's been really fun to play a bisexual character who sounds a little bit more like I do.
Yeah, and to add to that, you know, homosexuality, homoeroticism, as it's been played in the mainline Abridged series, has been played like an event. We talk about Bakugo's fucking emotional romance with Deku, and in season 2, we talk about how he fucking struggles with that shit, and with some societal weirdness as it pertains to the expectations of a shonen. In this parody, it's not an acknowledged fucking thing. It's just, we have a gay character who gets to just exist. And also the implications of, I mean, not even gay, he's clearly bisexual. Like, he had a wife and had a child. And then clearly that didn't fucking work out, and now Knuckle Duster's living a whole new life and still kind of discovering himself. And why we let into that?
Can I say, in my head, I have in the background of my thoughts, I do feel like after his bad divorce with his wife, he has a little bit of internalized misogyny, and he's drifting towards the boys because of it.
Yeah, basically, like, it's so funny, because like, we don't make it a big fucking, like I said, we don't have, like, a big monologue. Instead, we kind of let him trail off while the kids start like, huddling and talking how fucking cringe he is. But, and why this came about is, like I said, Schuler and the boys, they settled on the whole grinder dad bit, which is fucking fantastic, and that started with me being, I need Knuckle Duster to be the polar opposite of Abridged All Might. All Might's a piece of fucking shit. Abridged All Might is a piece of fucking shit. He is the villain of the series. He is manipulative.
Not a nice man.
He's mean. He's problematic. He's very inappropriate. And so it's like, okay, we need a wholesome teacher. We need a wholesome, actual good teacher figure. But at the same time, Koichi's a chew toy character. So how do we balance Knuckle Duster beating the shit out of Koichi physically and emotionally, but he's got to be a nice guy. He's got to be wholesome. There's got to be very affable qualities to Knuckle Duster. So that's when the divorced the divorced grinder dad that you are rooting for. He's clearly struggling with his divorce, but he's also thriving. Like he's struggling in some ways and he's thriving in others. He's running around with his newfound freedom. He's found a hobby in vigilantism. And he's met the kids. I feel like
he's got chaotic regret, you know? Like when it's like, I've been doing this thing wrong for so long and now I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want. And like they lose almost all forms of, you know, impulse control.
Yes. Yep.
But they're not that bad of a person, so it hasn't been problematic enough for someone to step in, you know?
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I know, like, Knuckle Duster has been just a fucking joy. He's one of our favorites. I mean, even in the initial fucking drafts, I was always excited to, like, my old version of Knuckle Duster was just, he was a Punisher parody. And again, because it was very satire, it played to the times, it had messages, and this one does have messages and themes too. It just, they're in the background now. If you want to dig into them, you can, but we don't need to be fucking lecturing you. But with Knuckle Duster, it was more of a negative character art. It was more of a, hey, don't be like me. And the original's like this too, but it played out harder of, hey, this is not a guy to aspire to. In this version, both things are true. Don't aspire to his behavior, but definitely aspire to the fact that this man is now being himself very late in life. Like, it's never too late to fucking just make a fucking change and be your fucking self, and that's why he's so fucking fun and fucking adorable as a character. And in terms of like the voice we went with you, we
actually changes. I was just going to talk about the voice is definitely different between episode 1 and 2.
Yes,
I mean it's the same tone, but it's just like a different affection on it.
Yep.
To kind of suit that style.
And the voice that I gave you too, I told you to be like Peg, like Pete from Goof Troop, like definitely someone who was on the rocks with us. Like in episode 1, was like be on the rocks with your wife, and in episode 2 with Morning Ramen's editions, it's like oh yeah, no, he's fully divorced. He's been long divorced.
Yeah, I think that the main thing that I kind of like originally the voice was just here, but then for the second episode, like it became more bubbly, and you can kind of hear that in the. There's a more rounded sound to
There's
it.
a poutiness to it. He's a little bit more of a teddy bear. I mean, he's a fucking bear, basically. I mean, for quite in all words, he's pretty much a bear now.
Oh, yeah. And I fucking love that. And if people want to draw and send in fan art of his Grindr dates, specifically to me, my P.O. box is etc.
Oh, yeah, let's look at his Grindr phone, because that's a fun bit. Okay, on the Grindr, you can see he's definitely already got in contact with the rock guy who we see later in the apartment. But you'll notice that he has a thing for dads. He's got fucking Ishigami Senku, so not Senku, but Dr. Ishigami on the top left. He's got Guy Sensei on the right. He's got Gojo. He's got the dad from Sweetness and Lightning, and then he's got fucking Joseph Joestar in his contacts.
I adore that for him. Do you think it's because he relates more to other dads?
Yeah,
or or is it because he's a sub?
He's not a sub. He beats the shit. Like we wrote episode 3, and again, Schuler? Do you remember who said the joke? Like he'll break your because it basically spoilers. Episode 3 is the Stain Vigilante arc, and we talk about because he breaks his face, and then you or someone made a joke about something about Knuckle Duster will break your face and then break your back.
So he's doing this thing where he's like jumping back and forth, and like he's like saying weird shit to himself, like, oh, if I cross this line, I'll be put on the bottom of the whatever.
Oh yeah. And
then Koichi goes, don't tell Knuckle Duster that you're a bottom, you'll get your back broken too.
Yeah, that's right. That's the little sneak peek of what's coming. Little sneak peek of what's coming. I'm excited for that. But yeah, no, Knuckle Duster, Abridged Knuckle Duster is he's a bear and he's a top. And he fucking destroys you, which is why he chooses Rocky in amongst those 3, because Rocky can fucking take it. He's a tough guy.
I'm thinking he's trying to be the ultimate dad, and that's why he wants to fuck other dads to assert his dadly dominance.
Well, I think that's just the pillow talk. I think that's the pillow talk, because I think other dog, because it's an emotional thing too. Like he has other dads that I keep saying dogs for some reason. Other dads that he can talk to and confide in. They all have the same struggles.
The only way to become a better father is to dominate sexually a better father than you, and then you absorb their
But also,
power.
like, you really can't see the details either. But you'll notice that all the dads, besides the one on the bottom left, are also all deadbeat dads.
Oh, okay. So maybe he's punishing naughty dads.
A little bit, maybe. But I mean, he's not the best father either, I don't think. I mean, we haven't written that bit yet, but he's definitely estranged to his daughter right now. So
I just finished watching Heated Rivalry, by the way. So I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for My Hero Vigilantes to just become a Heated Rivalry spin-off.
What were you saying, Schuler?
Oh, his daughter.
Yeah. His daughter. Oh yeah, but there's Rocky in the apartment. People were commenting that the apartment kept getting rearranged. Bro, we're just reusing assets, man. It's not even that it got rearranged. It's this like Knuckle Duster just moved around is all. Like nothing got rearranged. Everything's in place. So I don't know why people are freaking out about that. Bed's where it's supposed to be. Fridge is where it's supposed to be. It's just Knuckle Duster just moved over there and then the camera changed. Because Rocky shows up in the kitchen too. So yeah, everything checks out. So that's one of those things with the audience. I'm like, I don't know. Media literacy's dead. Vision is dead too. People can't see anymore. Everyone's blind. Oh yeah, they are watching Bond Man and Thief Guy. What's that?
So what are they watching on the TV in the background?
They're watching Thief. I reused the animation I did for Bondman and Thief Guy. This was something they were watching in episode 11 of Spike's Family Abridged. And so that's these are the guys who look like Agent Twilight and Lupin the Third. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back to the beginning. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the microwave. The microwave was the very first thing that I edited the microwave bit before we even I did it after our first writing session, which I'm pretty sure we only wrote the microwave bit.
Yeah, I want to say we wrote the microwave bit like maybe 5 seconds into start the session.
Exactly. It was the very first thing we wrote, and basically this script writing session went over multiple weeks, and we basically wrote a scene per session, one scene per week, or sometimes even just a bit per week. And the very first script writing session was the microwave. It was 100% a reference to the Flash movie. Baby gets thrown into the microwave, and literally the day after we wrote that bit, I edited this. I literally had the thing jump as proof of concept, and it never changed from this. I got it right the first time. And I used
I gotta ask, what's baby with the butter referred to?
Is it?
I never got that.
Schuler, you would know. It's dog with the butter.
Yes, it's a reference to an old Vine video called "The Dog with the Butter on the Dog."
Yeah, I don't remember.
There was originally plans for the baby after it comes out of the microwave to turn into a baked potato.
He does a little bit because he comes out of the microwave and he has a butter on his head, melted butter on his head.
Yeah, and he has a fake tan.
Yeah, fake tan, glasses.
It was originally going to be he would stay that way for the rest of that scene.
Yeah, I initially had him in foil, but it didn't look good. So it's we just had to.
You should have made him popcorn. Should have just made it a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, like I said, we had a lot of ideas. Did anyone suggest him actually getting fucked up, melted or some shit?
There was a scrap thing we wrote where after the baby comes out of the microwave and has a fake tan, a pop step would come up and lick it on the head or something to test if it's real.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's when we get to this bit. That's we kept the writing, but we didn't have her One sec. Yeah. Because the background was too complex to move her. I probably could have given her a fucking frog tongue. But again, we get too many fucking weird comments oh my god, she has frog powers or something. I'm not gonna stretch people's suspension of disbelief along with her tongue. So nah, she's just gonna fucking oh, he looks like a little fleshy pizza packet. And then he's still cold in the middle. That was originally Pop's line. Stina says that line herself. She plays both the Pop and the mom. And we just had where the mom says, "Oh, he's still cold in the middle," and then throws him in the microwave. So that's how it played out. But speaking of those complicated backgrounds, this bit. I remember how this one played out. I remember I wrote in the script, I said, oh yeah, and then he turns into a microwave block. You guys laughed, and then 2 seconds later I go, I don't want to edit that. Remove it from the script. And then you went, no. Fuck you. And then you did it. and then you sprayed and how did you fix the background?
I used GIMP. Your gripe was oh, I don't want to edit that. I can't get rid of the rock guy.
I can't get rid of him from the shot. It would be too much effort. I'm bad with backgrounds, so it looked fucking terrible.
And I looked at it, I thought that probably would take me about 10 minutes to just clone stamp some of that shit over it and maybe blend it a little bit.
And you did a fantastic job because in motion, as I'm going frame by frame with it, you can notice the differences now. But if you're watching in motion, if you're just an average audience member, you ain't fucking seeing that shit. You're not seeing how much that spray changed at all. Where his shoulders used to be. And so here's another thing. So that's probably the only really unfortunate thing about episode 2 is there was a lot more visual gags planned. But basically, as we had finished episode 1, we had immediately started working on episode 2. And at this point, I was so fucking burnt out. Like, I just couldn't do fucking shit anymore. Because another thing that was another instance of me going, man, I just can't fucking do this right now. We initially planned to put a vape pen in Pop's mouth here, like her holding a vape pen. So then her takes.
I wish I remembered that. I would have done it.
You would have done it. I'm so sorry. Like with episode 3 onward, like we are now committed to like doing things fucking right. It's just I've been in such a fucking rough shape. I finally recovered after the holiday, and I'm ready to hit this shit right. Because Stina actually recorded the bit too, where she records as if she's holding a vape pen. She goes, "Oh fuck, you chiseled him." And then that recording is there, but we just didn't fucking do it because I'm the main visual editor still.
I would have used that audio of that old man on YouTube. He like reviews vapes and he hits this thing and he just starts like coughing and dying. I probably would have just used that audio.
That would have been sick. Yeah, so you know what?
My favorite thing in the world is vape voice.
Let's get back to you because me and Sam have been talking way too fucking much. You have like. Again, you are the audio guy. If I do all the visual editing, then you do all the sound, and then you add more visuals, and then you send it back to me, and then I add more sound. But like, I'm chief visual, you're chief sound. With every rewatch I do this, I keep hearing shit in the background. I'm afraid to ask what it is. I'm hearing a lot of like Chinese in the background, like over the radio in some bits. What is that?
So that is hang on, I'll just link it to you.
That's Chinese.
It is Chinese. You are correct about that.
There's a lot of Chinese in this. But explain to the audience what it is, because I can't change my windows or nothing, because the Streamlabs is so fucked.
I'm pretty. Isn't that
yeah?
The,
so it's if you
isn't
just
that what
search
the
up
guy
Chinese
at
text-to-speech
Tiananmen
sound
Square
effect.
yelled before he ignited himself?
Oh, the protester?
Yeah.
No.
He's a protester from Tiananmen Square, right?
No.
Oh.
It's if literally if you just search up Chinese text to speech on YouTube, it'll be the first result. And I want to say it's a synopsis of the TV show Friends, but spoken in Chinese.
Okay.
Background.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I don't know. When I'm working on shit like for Morning Ramen, especially if it's something like not Naruto related, I will just like think of something and just with no self-restraint just do it. And at some point while I was working on this, I said, what if every time somebody said the word Chinese, like it would just be in the corner and just very like quiet. So the first example I think is when the first time Pop Step says I fell into the Chinese dub. You can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it. You can hear it in the very intro right here. Like you hear it during child support. You can
well,
hear
that's the introduction because the text changes.
Yes,
in comparison
you're right.
to China.
Yep, that's right. So every time someone mentions China, that audio plays out. Okay, that's funny.
That's I
Also,
fucking love
the
it.
pitch like
That's
goes
so
up
good.
slightly every time.
Otherwise, like you also hit in like the CDI's King of Hyrule laugh with these two.
Oh yeah.
To
To be honest, I almost forgot. It sounds just like Ivan.
It does.
I kind of forgot that I did that.
No, because I mentioned it to you because again I did the Microwave as proof of concept. You did the basically the Statler and Waldorf of this series as proof of concept for audio, and I thought you pitched down Ivan's laugh. That's what I initially said when I remarked on it when we were doing note taking, and then after a couple of rewatches, I go, wait, no, that's the CDI King of Hyrule.
I just noticed the YouTube chat comments specifically about Deku being fine. I don't get that. Please clarify.
Oh, I mean, probably a high schooler. Okay, they're allowed. They're allowed to thirst. Like we're allowed to thirst over age-appropriate anime characters ourselves as grown men.
Yeah, you know what sexy, appropriate aged characters who are fathers.
Knuckle Duster, man. I'm not even fucking kidding, dude.
Exactly.
Dude's fucking hot.
He is actually very much my type.
Yep, I agree. So these two right here, in our script, we just call them Cyclops and Wolverine, but as they are officially like displayed like in the video description, we call them Polyphemus and Honey Badger. And Polyphemus, someone called my ass out in episode 1. I talk about how no one has patience for the setup jokes anymore, but there are still some fans who still believe in the cause, keeping the spirit alive. Someone's like, when Koichi goes, I'm nobody and I left my license at home in episode 1, someone goes, you're setting up an Odyssey joke and I know it. I'm like, you motherfucker! You're setting up an Odyssey joke.
I think that might have been me, because
you were one of them. There was another person, but you also caught it.
I think it's because I just saw Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and he's like his brother in it.
Yeah, but also we totally skipped the bit. So because I initially in my notes I had a bit where these two basically in the original anime Koichi does scrape up against these guys. In our version they just show up because again we're doing things differently. We're just kind of going bullet points. We're kind of moving very fast and going, hey, people show up when they show up. It's a comedy. Suspension of disbelief. Don't overthink things like you would have to in the mainline series. In my notes, I did actually have a first meeting between Koichi and these two, where Koichi does hit Polyphemus, and they go talk to police about him, and they said, who hit you? And he goes, nobody hit me. And that was gonna be the fucking bit. But I was like, okay, only a few people predicted the joke was gonna happen, but even if we did the joke, no one was gonna get it because these kids don't pay attention to English class anymore, let alone pay attention to a YouTube video, so...
Go and pick up some Homer, kids.
So we cut the Odyssey joke, but who knows? We might fit it in somewhere later. Because I think that's how it in my notes it was nobody hit me, and then Polyphemus or Honey Badger turns to the camera and then makes a gripe about how we're a bunch of snobs and no one's gonna get that fucking reference. And from that energy, then you and me and the Morning Ramen Boys. That's when we started making them talk like Statler and Waldorf. And they kind of just became the side gag guys who just comment on everything in rib. And then they became the meta commentary guys because that was another thing in the comments. Because another thing that happens in the a lot of my humor is meta commentary, meta humor, because I grew up with shit like Animaniacs. That's just in my DNA. That came in a very formative period of my life. I like meta humor. I like meta comedy. That's not going anywhere. I'm not going to give that shit up. So I just fucking channeled it into these two. And so that's why these guys will just make a million references to things that happen with the channel. Like the first leftist channel got in 6 years. The bad men, when we get to the funeral scene, where they go, the bad men want to remind us what they did. That was Stina. So Stina, as a script editor, she wrote that line. Because that was her actual genuine reaction when she got to the funeral scene in the script. She goes, the bad men are gonna remind the audience what they did. And I'm like, yeah, you can throw that in there.
Loki, Stina is very, very fucking funny.
Stina and Cody both, because Cody's also an editor on these scripts. They're both what you would call comedy snipers. They just kind of sit there and wait, and then they get the fucking line. Is what happens with them.
Unironically, I think one of the funniest videos that JoyRide has put out in a very long time is Oshinoko. That video fucking slaps.
It's really one of the all-time best parodies we ever fucking made. Unfortunately, another production nightmare this year. A lot of things we were not happy about, but if there's anything that we were very proud of, that story, that script, the classic JoyRide twist the formula, I think that's the best we ever fucking did it. And that all came about because Stina got into, one summer, few years back, Stina got into clown husbandry. That's a very real thing. It's a real community on Tumblr. And Stina got very into it. And we did Oshinoko. She was the lead writer on it. And she goes, we have to make this about clowns. And that just lit me the fuck up. I'm like, oh, I'm all about twisting the formula. Let's make the pop idols clowns. This will be fucking funny. And yes, Oshinoko fucking rocks. Guys, if you have not watched Oshinoko Abridged, because a lot of people fucking missed it, it kind of, like most parodies this year, kind of passed people over. You are doing yourself a disservice not watching Oshinoko Abridged. It's so fucking genuinely good.
It's so funny.
Oh my god, it's one of my all-time favorites. But back to this. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, the connected to family TV room. That was one of your visual edits, Schuler.
Yep.
How did we get to the Bluetooth? Oh yeah, because she was just up, and we didn't know what to do with Pop here. She kept getting right in front of the camera, and we're like, let's just like start talking about your Bluetooth. I think that was just us like riffing at the top of our heads, and we never removed it from the script.
Yeah, that's an example of just come up with anything and leave it in.
Like verbal diarrhea, and it doesn't leave because it actually leads into other funnier shit. So yeah, that leads back to because people were asking about the Chinese dub. What was up with the Chinese dub? It comes back to this. Nobody wanted to touch the eel scene with a 20-foot with a mile-long pole. It's so fucking bad in the original My Hero Vigilantes, if you actually watched it, Pop is a chew toy character. We use Koichi as the chew toy character in our version. In the manga and the anime, the anime tones it down too, but it's specifically the manga. Pop is a chew toy character, and it gets really fucking inappropriate, unfortunately. Like it's a near perfect series. It has some pacing issues. It's not gonna be. It's definitely not wholly original too. It's a spin-off that depends on knowledge of the original, so it's got that. But the real problem is that the way that they treat the type of chew toying they do with Pop is very inappropriate. This kid is a minor, and they literally set her up to have a fucking money shot, basically, is what they do. They fight an eel who's all slimy, and then in order to fight the eel, they dump flour on him to dry him up, and Pop gets in it too. So the slime turns all white and gooey, and that's where you get this image. And it's like, come the fuck on. No, we're not fucking doing that. So then I come up with the joke, the Chinese dub, because if you're on Twitter and you're in the anime community, you know that whenever they air anime in China, depictions of blood is banned in China. So when they show blood, especially in excessive amounts, they turn it white. Because apparently they consider that the color of water or sweat. I don't know who approved that, but obviously it looks like fucking cum. And it makes everyone on the internet giggle and laugh and jiggle the bells on their toes. And how funny and inappropriate it looks more. So I was like, hey, what if we skip the eel scene and then everyone remarks, hey, Pop, where were you? And she goes, I was in the Chinese, and then like why was there shit on you? It's, I was in the Chinese dub. Because the implication of Pop as a character, we made her like a fucking sadomasochist of some sort. Like, she really likes violence. She revels in hyper-violence in our script
that not
notes.
Even the audience is safe from.
Yeah. And so what the implication here, without saying it, is she's actually covered in blood and viscera. But she was in the Chinese dub, so it's all been turned white. It's one of those jokes where, like, Pop's not going to explain it. Like, I was just like, but Pop was involved in some type of fucking blood orgy. We don't fucking know. She's not going to fucking comment on it, but she was in there. Then she took the Chinese dub route on the way home and it turned white, is what happened. And she's like, hey, I was in the Chinese dub. Can I borrow your bidet to wash off? The fucking chat right now saying, imagine you're Briar and fucking in Spy X Family, they're very smart about that. They always make it bright pink. Because you can tell which studios give a shit and which don't. I don't even say, honestly, most studios do it now. Because what was it? There was a zombie anime that came like a year or two ago, like Something of the Dead. And I remember they made all the blood basically like colored spray paint. Like, even Chainsaw Man's manga covers do it. Like, most modern anime now understands, because they want to get that money and that reach in a big market like China. No one really depicts much blood anymore, because they know, like, all the old anime that has a lot of blood in it will get turned white, and it'll get made fun of. So that's the whole explanation for the Chinese dub.
Do you think maybe we could just show the Chinese some cum and then make them go like, hey, like, this looks like that. Stop doing it.
Yeah, so that's the joke I made in the promotional. Like I have some promotional posts on Twitter and on the YouTube feed where I was like, "Yo, do you think in China they turned it back white? I say they turned it back red or green or brown out of principle." Because apparently a shark movie. There was a trailer for a shark movie that just came out recently, and in the Chinese version, because they were so aware of the white joke, they turned it brown. So then it looked like fucking shit in the water. And they got laughed at even fucking harder.
I mean, like, they know, right? Why hasn't this been figured out yet?
It's one of those things where, like, it just has to be accepted because it's just a law thing. Like, you can't go around it. You cannot depict blood. They have to change the color. And in a live action, I understand in the live action one, like, they had no other choice because, like, you can't make it look cartoonish. It's not that kind of movie. It's supposed to look serious and scary. So they'd rather it look like shit than make it look like fucking Technicolor paint, I guess.
Are they not allowed to use black?
You would think. I know, weird. Like, but is black too evocative of blood? I don't fucking know. I'm not in the room with them.
That can be the only thing I can think of because, like, otherwise, like, the first thing that jumps into my head: black, blue, green. You know?
Right.
And then you can let the perverts use the blue and the green to, like, you know.
I just think about those diaper commercials, the paper towel commercials, when they're always wiping something, toilet paper commercials, and they use a blue liquid to demonstrate what would be urine. How absorbent it is. I think about blue as well, Sam. I'm glad we're on the same mind there. I always think about chlorinated water, you know. That would be the right sub. I don't know why we went to white. It's strange.
Yeah.
Drill in the chat saying the Danganronpa route. Yes, very much so.
It very much does feel like they just didn't know it looked like that. You know?
Yeah. But to further expound about, like, our obsession with China in this, so there's two things. We expound about China in this particular Abridged series is the fact that because this takes place in our version of it takes place in our My Hero Bridge. If you recall from the main series, it takes place in a place called San Japangeles, kind of a portmanteau of Japan in the western United States, specifically like the LA, California area. So this one also takes
jokes, by the way.
Yeah, also takes place in that same area, and just like how LA has a Chinatown, it's either LA or San Francisco. A lot of cities have a Chinatown. Like how they have a Chinatown, they also have a Chinatown in this series, but they call the Chinatown the Chinese dub. So it's literally a physical place that they can walk through that's part of the world building of our version. There is a Chinatown that they call the Chinese dub. But now, why do we just giggle and tee-hee every time we mention China besides this whole white paste joke? It's because, back with the morning Ramen Boys, for some reason, we just laugh at videos of John Cena selling items and talking in Chinese. He's such a shill for China, and it makes us laugh.
And, it is a little unnatural looking when he does that, when he speaks perfect Mandarin.
It's very unsettling, but also fucking hilarious. And Sebastian specifically, who co-wrote this with us, he likes the one where, I'm not sure if he actually sung that or if that was an AI video, but there's a particular video of John Cena singing in Chinese, and I wish Sebastian was here to do it because it's so fucking funny. Because like, he can sing it from memory, and I wish we had stuck that into this episode. Maybe we'll do it in a future episode if we mention the Chinese dub again. But yeah, we just laugh at China because we just laugh what we laugh, and I think that gets to the next bit I gotta mention. Is this bit where Koichi goes, "Oh, we're just doing this for ourselves now"? Yeah, it was after the Shoe Jackman bit. We'll get to that. But yeah, so Koichi goes, "Oh, we're just doing this. They're just making this for themselves now." So there was a joke because again, I was very jaded and depressed and angry about writing and abridging at this time we were writing this. A lot of working on this kind of restored my faith. I started having fun again. But at this point, I forgot what the joke was. I don't even know if we left it in. But at some point, you guys wrote a joke, and I tried to nix it. Either I did cut it out, or I attempted to cut it out, because I said the audience would not understand, and it wouldn't be funny. And Ivan the Irate goes, yeah, that's awkward because we make this for ourselves. And I had to, like, pause. And after that fucking session, I literally, like, even Stina could tell you, I had to, like, go sit in a room by myself and contemplate my entire fucking life. Like, I got so fucking mad at myself. Like, it was so fun. Like, it was both the funniest thing I had ever fucking heard, but also so fucking raw. Like, I even, like, slashed through my fucking organs when he said that. Because I'm like, he's so fucking right.
The whole, like, doing it for yourself thing, that's kind of been the portmanteau of Morning Ramen since the inception.
Yes, it's how it should be.
Say that is because we kind of say that to each other all the time, like, oh, we're literally just doing this to make ourselves laugh. Getting the views and stuff is kind of the afterthought when we're making our stuff.
No, and that's how it should be. And like again, exactly, like that's what had happened up to that point. Is I got so fucking beat down
by
it
how we would like want it to be 100%, and then we kind of go back and we kind of tailor it to be more YouTube friendly, I guess.
Yep, and that's how it goes on my end too. I like the cringy, corny shit. I like my monologues. I like to go through the entire emotional code. I like to do things my way. But as I've been at this for so many years, I have like quietly, subconsciously just been beat down by the hate comments, the fluctuation of the YouTube views, the down spiral of the support for the channel. And so I've gotten very pigeonholed in trying to give the audience what they want. Because there is a level of what you do need to give YouTube what it wants, what the audience wants. But at some point, it just overtook me. And then Ivan just like set my ass straight. He goes, yeah, no, we make this for ourselves. Like he said it just so passively, like a joke. And I just I felt like I had like a cardiac arrest. Like I grabbed my chest. I'm like, fuck, ouch, fuck.
You probably were.
I'm just like, I felt like such a jackass. I was so angry.
And like nonchalantly, because literally that's just what we say to each other when we're writing our scripts.
Yeah, it's like if it makes us laugh, then tee hee ha ha, then we're putting it in there.
Sup, Sebastian? Yeah, I mean,
guys.
It's your modus operandi. It really is, and that's just like after that happened, basically like I'd say like 2/3 through this script. And that, like, really, like, opened me up for script writing with you guys after that. Like, after that, we really started cooking. So I'm like, oh, yeah, we need to laugh first. I can't be making someone else laugh first.
Like, specifically cater to the people that you're making it for. Like, things like the one frame of Fat Deku that Sebastian drew would not have happened.
Yeah, exactly. And it said all the Chinese jokes. But what was gonna be the Fat Deku? One sec. So Sebastian, I didn't know you drew that.
Oh yeah, I slipped it in.
Yeah, that was literally the day before I delivered it. Actually,
it looks great.
I had
it was like 3 hours before
but
you
I had
did
just
it.
pulled in.
There it is.
Yeah. So I pulled up a fat image of Deku off of Google Images and put it in, and I was showing it to Sebastian. I was like, does this look AI generated to you? And it was. So, took that out and I said, Sebastian, can you draw me a Fat Deku in like less than an hour? And yeah, he can.
Looks good. If you had put an AI Deku there, I never would have forgave you. But that was fucking funny.
I wouldn't allow it.
I'm so glad I went back and looked at it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Shit was funny.
Little aside, because we shouted out Skringo before for getting for his family. Can we talk about your big news, Sebi?
Oh yeah, I shot and killed somebody, and I'm going.
Banana Samurai.
Oh, is the
Banana
K
Samurai
word
is the
bad?
safe word, Sebastian.
Oh my god, is the K word bad? Fuck.
Yeah, you can't say that you fucking murdered Skringo. You can't say that.
I said krill. It's my favorite You know what, Sam? Take it away. You go ahead.
Sam, you just make up anything you want. He can't stop. You can't speak.
I have no idea if you actually want to keep this news private or public, but Ever since I heard, I've been very excited and very happy for you, and I'm so proud of you. What you've done is tremendous, and I can't wait for you to take another shot at the at Donald Trump.
Next time, we'll get him next time.
You gotta work with your sites beforehand.
Of course. No, I appreciate the thanks, guys. I got engaged.
Okay, I can't say it. You got engaged in it.
Think I care? It's only the best thing ever.
My son is getting
I have no
married.
idea.
My boy's getting married.
My boy's getting married.
But no,
Thank you,
absolutely
Sammy.
tremendous. You two are so fucking hot together.
No, stop it. Oh, stop it, you devilish dog.
It's literally, unironically, like, it's okay to harass these two people.
It's okay for us, not the audience. Hey, hold on. Banana Samurai.
No, not the audience.
No chat,
Not
you
the
cannot harass him or his fiance. Only we can.
No, you can't. But like genuinely, anytime like I would talk to someone and you two would come up, the first thing would be like, "Oh my god, they're so hot." Like they look so
we
good.
do get that. We
Every
do
single
get that a
person.
lot. We're pretty, as they say.
Like on your own, you guys are obviously quite attractive, but together, it's like, oh my god, it's like a fucking. Did I stumble onto a runway here? What the hell is going on?
Stop! Why are you buttering my biscuit, bro? I just put the bread in the toaster. There's no butter on it yet. You buttering me up.
I'm clearly trying to audition myself as a camera operator for you two.
Yeah, so you can do the K word. You can do the dirty deed. Banana sandwich. Yeah. Is it banana sandwich? Did I get it right?
Banana samurai is our safe word.
Samurai.
Yeah, that's where, hey, cut if you're saying something that's too personal or private. Like, don't say that. Gotta cut the person off.
Gotta cut the person off.
Yeah, like we have to bring up Banana Samurai.
Oh, I forgot to mention, like, here's another bit, too. Here's one of those instances where I added a sound after Schuler did his work. It's with the fucking bees fart.
That's a nasty one,
you say
too.
you put the microphone just directly to your ass and hit record?
No, I joked about it. You guys texted me in the middle of the night, because I'm an old man, so the middle of the night for me is like, 6, 7 p.m., I'm already asleep, and I get a message.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30 p.m.
4:30.
I'm already I'm halfway sleeping, and I get a message.
Your diaper nice and comfy on there.
Yep. And yeah, I get a message that says, "What the fuck is this fart?" And I go, so because in the original, like you have the sound of the bees, and that sounds great, but this sound comes up, and there's no like complimentary sound. There's no stinger, pun intended, for this buzz, and. For some reason, when I initially saw it, I thought it said brap, and it made me fucking laugh. So I put a fart sound there. And it wasn't me, I didn't fart, but you guys messaged me. I just that's just some stock fart that I found online.
I get this image like you're watching it on your phone in bed, you look at it, and your eyes are still half closed, so you think it says brap. So you just stick your phone down into your ass and you fart. Then go back.
Stroke of genius.
But yeah, that's the better story. But yeah, you guys messaged me in the middle of the night like, what the fuck is this sound? I said, yeah, I stuck the phone in my ass and I farted. That's all I said.
I farted.
I just ripped one.
7 a.m. bedtime is just something you grow into for anyone who works at a hospital.
So obviously this will be referenced in every single episode from here on in.
But we know, because we all know iPhones historically have very good microphones and make pristine quality fart sounds.
Better than your most expensive microphone for Foley sound.
Oh, can I fucking say too? I really like what you did here, Schuler, where you cut the music and you like the way you added the ambience, the really ambient hits. This scene, very briefly, really fucking brutal. When everyone just starts transforming and like you made the screams louder, you made the ambience hits boomier, and you cut the music.
That's what we
Schuler has a knack
for
the horror
we like to dip our
aspect.
toes into horror territory. If you've ever seen an old video of ours called Castlemania, you'll know exactly what
I
I'm
love
talking about.
Castlemania, all time, one of the all time greatest parodies. I'll say it. I know I'm biased, but Castlemania is a fucking classic. But yes, no, as you both, Sebastian, both said, You guys haven't. I love it. I love it when horror is injected. We do that a lot with the earlier episodes of My Hero Abridged, and I'm glad you stuck it here, where it's like, yeah, here's some body horror. Like, play it. Like, we will play it straight sometimes, and that just makes it funnier. And that bit is followed by a bit that's straight up in there. So people complain about us being unnecessary, but fucking All Might right here. This is what you get for getting sick in a free country. Bro, we didn't change this. This happens in the fucking original. Fucking these are fucking citizens who got transformed against their own fucking will. And the heroes beat the shit. Like in the anime and the manga, they show them beating the shit out of people.
Dead.
And they're fucking posing.
God damn.
It's fucked up. It's like that's a shit that we would make a joke about and change for ourselves, but now that's in the original. Like regular My Hero, especially Vigilantes, plays very much in line with what we fucking do. But also, I totally just skipped over Robo. One of my favorite things I like to do is get very hyper obsessed and autistically transfixed on a side character, and now I go, this character now has to be here all the fucking time, and that's Robo. So anyone who likes Robo, he'll be back in future scripts. He'll be there all the fucking time because I like Robo. Like literally, I don't think this character has speaking lines in the original, but for some reason the camera focuses on him, and I go, that's just a big goofy robot. Let's have someone voice him and then fuck with his voice.
Wait, who voices Robo?
Banana Samurai?
Banana Samurai, or as he's credited as Punished Vmon, and that's all we'll say. Because the story behind that is someone that I refuse to work with, but as long as Schuler or someone at Morning Ramen is recording him, they can put him in for goofy gags like this. It's fine. But it's only worth mentioning that is because you and I both, especially more leaning into the Morning Ramen side of things, we like to collect very unique, interesting voices. There's a lot of, we're not making fun of the voice, but having fun with the voice. Like, we kind of want to make the audience scratch their head and go, what was the thought process behind that voice casting? And most of the times it lands, aside from that one time when we did a Dragon Ball parody. People didn't like that decision. But
fucking why? Anatomy was a great choice for that. I will die on that hill.
Oh, anyone with more than 2 brain cells would agree. Unfortunately, the Dragon Ball fan base does not have that.
It was actually Blank A themselves that just weren't. They couldn't have it.
But yeah, so we had Punished Vmon as Robo, and he'll be back. I fucking love that character. Also, I'm just realizing now, because we talked about Knuckle Duster's character, fucking Robo's also a divorced father. So, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
That means they're gonna have to fight. I mean, is Robo Knuckle Duster's type, though? Because he needs a guy who's tough. I don't think Robo's tough enough.
I mean, he is made out of titanium alloy, so that's, fairly tough.
Titanium, aluminium,
and titanium.
For that human connection, you know?
Sometimes you can't, find that connection in a regular human.
Sex robots of the future. But yeah, so we had Punished Vmons there.
It's 2026.
Then for the fucking the schoolgirls, we had Stina fill in a lot of roles because we have casting limits now. Otherwise, things get overblown and they take forever, and we can't fucking cast people, which is an issue we're already running into with episode 3. We're having casting delays. But the second girl right here, the longer haired one, this is played by a VTuber called Vesper. And Vesper is fucking awesome. So Vesper goes by Fae pronouns. Fae fair. I don't quite understand it, but it's one of those things where people are just fucking interesting and cool. And I was like, this is a super fucking interesting person, and I need their voice involved in a JoyRide product, especially. And there's no better reason to get someone with a unique voice involved than when it's definitely a Morning Ramen produced parody, where we really get to have fun with people and get very unlikely voices involved. So that's when you get Vesper involved. Just, oh no, it's a little flying shrimp. And what else did she say? Yeah, shrimp. It's a little flying shrimp. That's their actual voice. It's amazing. I love it. They themselves are not not very confident in it, but we're hoping to keep bring them involved and keep working with them because I like working with them. They're very funny. And they're a VTuber that collaborated with Chu-chan. That's how I met Vesper, was through Chu-chan.
Shouts out.
And so that's another thing. That's probably another thing too. Is if you guys start hearing a lot more fucking sorry, chat's asking, can you give us phase info? I can't find them on YouTube. If you go to the cast list on the video description of episode 2 of Vigilantes, they're in the description, and their name should hyperlink to their YouTube channel. From there, you should be able to find their Twitch and everything. They haven't been very active lately because Banana Samurai health issues. But I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, if you start hearing a lot more VTubers in our parodies, it's because we debuted Chu-chan this year. That Chu-chan is produced by JoyRide. If that wasn't fucking obvious by the promotion, the fact that her merch is in our JoyRide store. We produced Chu-chan, and through Chu-chan, I meet a lot of VTubers, and so Vesper was one of the first VTubers, and so down the line, you're probably going to see a lot of VTubers making cameos in our parodies now.
Is that how you got connected with Spence and Steve?
No, so Spence and Steve I actually met through Cody as parody guys. Even though I know Spence is a VTuber now too, before then they were they were streamers even before they abridged. But I found them through Dungeon Mesh Abridged. Through Cody. Cody kind of made us beat together. And so that's how we started working together.
Hell yeah.
And we did Don to Don together, which unfortunately we can't bring forward because, again, casting issues. That cast list got fucking blown the fuck up. And also, it was also one of the more expensive parodies. Despite it being short, it was one of the more expensive ones, and it had to go because viewership couldn't justify it budget-wise. And also because our friend My Toaster Moist does a fantastic Don to Don. I'm like, you know what? Someone I like's doing Don to Don. Let them do it. We're good. As much as I enjoyed Don to Don. But unfortunately, a lot of things behind the scenes made that one unsalvageable. We can't continue that one. But I am trying to get Spence and Steve involved in other ways. As you'll see, Gotcha Yakuda, the trash dub, if you saw that preview during the JoyRide Direct, that's something that they're in the same way that Morning Ramen produces Vigilantes here, they're producing our Gotcha Yakuda abridged in quotations. It's something a little bit different. And it's coming together quite nicely. I'm trying to think what else to discuss with Vigilante. Oh, the Go Home to Your Family. I did the visual on this, and I love this fucking edit because literally the camera tilts and it uses what I call ergonomic lensing, where the foreground and the background will zoom like an eye. Basically, it will adjust like your own eyeball does, as if he was getting right in your fucking face. So the camera tilts, it fades, it kind of blurs a little bit. And then I rotoscoped Koichi's hair on top of what is already a rotoscoped animation. And that shit just makes me fucking laugh. Otherwise,
I do enjoy the rotoception there.
The Schuler Awards. So the Schuler Awards is a very real thing. What, Schuler, do you know what it actually fucking is?
Idea.
The Schuler Awards is a video called Hugh Jackman at the Schuler Awards is a very real thing. I guess it's a Sebastian, do you remember what the Schuler Awards are? I feel like we watch it once a year and I can never remember what it's about.
So I always missed out on it. So when we wrote this was my first time interacting with the Schuler Awards, even though I'd heard about it for 3 years. I think it's an actor, one of those tinier actor award shows, but it might be for stage plays?
Yeah, to me, it looked like an off-Broadway show.
Yeah.
I thought it was off-Broadway, but then I see high schoolers and shit there, and I'm wondering if it's literally like a theater school awards.
It's like if My Hero Academia, if UA High was for real living human crappy actors.
It is specifically a award for high school musical theater.
Yeah, and again, the fact that they have such an award show and then Hugh Jackman shows up for it, that's gotta be fucking those gotta be private schools, right? Charter schools, that's fucking crazy.
100%.
The fact that they can afford an award show.
Well, Hugh Jackman might have just done it for free.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did. I mean, he's a theater guy.
He used to teach high school theater. Sorry, no, high school PE, actually. So, he's already...
Oh, God. I just got a text behind the scenes. This is Banana Samurai, but it looks like someone else from JoyRide may have just announced their engagement or their wedding, I think.
Another one? All right.
Wait, what?
Cut him off. Cut him off.
No more. It's enough.
No more. Give it up.
Stop getting fucking married.
Where would that be?
But yeah, you can't say, it's a Banana Samurai right now. But I just barely got a message. I saw a link to a wedding website from someone. I went, oh, they might be getting married. All right. But yeah, so the the Schuler Awards. So we're making this is the bit where we're like, all right, we're making this for ourselves now because we're all laughing at the Schuler Awards. And so I'm like, all right, how about I YouTube poop and splice Hugh Jackman just speaking to Koichi. You are amazing, Koichi. I love you. I love you, Schuler. Keep doing what you do. And a lot of people who are sitting there watching this were not even born when these started. Fuck you guys. That is not even a joke. I mean it. Some of you have not been. Some of you were not born when we started abridging, and you have a lot of opinions on us, and you need to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, I'm not mincing words. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's not true. I'm 9, and this is deep.
You know what? Hey, no. If you're 9, you think this is deep. You're good. I'm just tired of people are like, why did the voices change? Post the fucking episode. Like, that's not what we're supposed to be fucking doing. Stop. They're doing that to Team 4-Star now too. If you look at the Sailor Moon fucking comments, they're getting mad at them too.
Finally, it's about damn time.
But it's not like no one should get that. That's so. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I wish it on Team 4-Star.
I don't.
I'm happy to.
They've done nothing wrong to us. Don't be. Okay, Banana Samurai. Let's leave it at that. I know we have lots of feelings. When you're at the top, yes, I guess there should be lots of opinions.
He pushed my mother out of Denny's.
Yeah, he just had to say it. And Sebastian helped them. That's what we were getting at. Sebastian helped Team 4-Star kill your grandma. I mean Krill. Whoops. Fucking Drill the Trat said a second engagement has just hit the channel. That's what happens at Joy. All the JoyRide folks keep fucking, man. Everyone at JoyRide keeps getting fucking married. We're all the fucking like emotionally fucking stable ones. We can't
each other or to other people at least.
I think it's a mix of both. Outside the in and out, interbreeding in and out of the channel. We can't get much viewership, but at least we can get our lives fucking in line.
This is true.
And be happy forever. Oh yeah, and there's Eel Boy, and that's what we made the joke where we want funny bits, Eel Boy, not kind of funny. And that was like one of the things I said about. I think that was like the final nail in the cross, in the coffin to the cross. Could be both. What you believe in?
Both at the same time.
But when we finally fully decide, yeah, we're not doing the eel bit because I said it's not even that funny. It's kind of funny, but it's not fully funny. And so we left that bit into be in Hyvenberg's dialogue. Speaking of Hyven, we haven't mentioned Hyvenberg yet. The Morning Ramen Boys.
Fun.
Y'all are fucking obsessed with Breaking Bad. So of course there's gonna be Breaking Bad references, especially when the character's a fucking drug dealer that makes drugs. Unavoidable.
Have to have it.
It has to
happen. The greatest TV show of all time.
It's pretty good.
You want to fight on that? Are those fighting words?
No, I don't think it's the greatest of all time, but it's definitely one of the greatest.
Sounds like fighting words.
You're
Sounds
right,
like Krillin words.
Paul is definitely superior.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I misspoke.
What's superior?
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Or Slippin' Jimmy if you're a real fan.
Yeah, it'll always be Slippin' Jimmy to me, you know?
The last 10 minutes of El Camino is better than anything that Vince Gilligan has ever made and ever will make.
Have you watched Pluribus? It's pretty good.
I haven't yet. I'm 2 episodes in.
We just finished it. It's pretty fucking good.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. Because otherwise, then you get the Freddie Hines cameo at the very end as Mr. Lawyer. He comes back. They make a reference to the fact that he's Torino's kid, and so this is one of those things where we're interweaving with the events of the series because Mr. Lawyer doesn't show up till like season 3 of our Abridged. So we're kind of seeing where he inserts into, where it's like, hey, this guy's fresh out of college, got his law degree, he's making waves, and the police fucking hate him. So that's what's going on there. I'm trying to think if there's anything we missed.
And we forgot to bring out the yum yum sauce for Eel Boy's dad.
Oh, he got skewered.
Yeah, he got skewered. And just a big shout out to Bun, who plays Heidenberg.
Oh, so many. So we were doing the test viewings.
It.
We did the test viewings, and everyone kept asking who was that voice actress. They're like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, that's Bun. Everyone's like, that's not Bun.
Huh?
That's not the Plushy Bunnies, another VTuber or Maharo EXX. They've gone through a rebranding recently. Oh, that's I talk about Breaking Bad references. So the B sounds like Jesse.
I got my dactyl claw on the trigger, bitch.
Oh, I guess that's the other story we talk about. Dactyl claw. Again, things we just get obsessed with. Like we make these for us now. And Schuler, you specifically really liked dactyl claw. Because we looked at parts of a bee. We were looking for bee terms. I literally wrote, what are a bee into Google, and you screenshotted it. Because you'll never let me live that down.
What are a bee? You're going senile in your young age.
Exactly. It's proof that how senile the CTEs are catching up with me. My vision's going, along with my my sanity.
Brain, body, and mind.
Brain, body, mind, eyes, it's all going. About what are a bee, but you got obsessed with dactyl claw. And we had to implement dactyl claw into the fucking series. And dactyl claw's another thing that also returns in episode 3 that we've written, where we're just obsessed with the word dactyl claw. My dactyl claw's on the trigger, bitch.
It's a greatly named biology
It's got
term,
some kick to it.
term.
It's got some fucking kick to it. I fucking agree.
Crunchy. Guys, learn your insect and arachnid anatomy. You will feel so much better about your vocabulary. I
talk about the VTuber takeover. Officer Sansa, the cat cop, is played by another VTuber. Caboose is Loose, another one that is a JoyRide creation. Runs a little bit more independently, but we definitely we set them up really nicely. Like it's a JoyRide character that's then run by an whereas Chu-Chan has a committee behind her. Caboose is literally loose. Caboose is on the loose. Does their own thing, and we love them.
Big shouts out.
Caboose in the chat right now.
Is Caboose in the chat right now? Holy crap!
But I mean, was there anything else? Is there anything else you want to add? Any interesting behind the scenes before we wrap up? This was just supposed to be a quick one, just to kind of review some interesting behind the scenes stories on things and kind of explain how this came about, how you guys joined in, and just all the funny little explaining the bits and the things we did behind the scenes and things we hid in there.
I just think the funniest part of like, at least how I learned about like the idea of us partnering up was because Schuler was working on sound for episode 1, and when it's just Jake and I on a call, half the time it's like, what can we sneak into this video? There's always something that we can sneak in. So we had formulated a bunch of stuff.
The group chat and be like, do you think he'll notice this if I put it in?
Yeah, okay, I forgot. Yeah, that was an interesting story about episode 1, was that became a game. You guys kept trying to hide. You actually deliberately were putting things that you knew I would want removed if I could find them. And you were trying to see what you could get by me. And you got some things by me and some things you did not. And that, like, I was like...
one specific thing that I was really disappointed never happened. I was going to eat like 20 burgers on camera. And then it just got completely nixed.
There was another scene of yours that, like you're joking, but there was a scene of you in the shower that actually got fucking nixed. It was during the Garfield IP address bit.
Neither of those were jokes. Those were both very real.
Yes.
And I was going to do it too.
So you were gonna eat burgers and record it. Okay.
In the original draft, I think, or whatever it was when we were recording for that. There was a bit where he was going to Yeah, this part with the IP address. It was just going to be like a live FOV footage of Sam. Like, yeah, because Leroy, when you recorded for the Rock Lee thing, when you're driving in the car,
Yes.
I had a note for you. I was like, okay, can you do this food reviewer thing for Naruto Abridged? And I said, I will give you bonus points if you can just have a plain McDonald's cheeseburger in your hand.
Oh yeah, there was no like you caught me at a bad time. I'm like, I can get in my car and I can record this, and
I
then...
just pictured it was you're the not bring fast food into your car type.
Nah, we're okay with that. That's not too big a deal. But it's just the fact that I wasn't during the time that you had me record that, my ass couldn't. There was a brief period where my ass could not afford McDonald's. That's how bad things were this year. We're out of that. We're good. No need to cry for me. We're good. We still have the house, the channel. The channel's here. We're all good. But no, I could not have a McDonald's cheeseburger in my hand at the time that I was recording the food reviewer bit.
So you were
that
dangerously close to
came up when
taping
I was talking to
the
Sam
exhaust shut.
when we were recording for this. I told Sam that thing about the cheeseburgers, and Sam was like, "Dude, I will fucking buy 20 cheeseburgers and eat them on camera."
And he did that. He said it like really stained. But I remember in the script we also wrote for the IP address bit that we were to have Sam in the shower naked and him like cover up his boobs, like hey, like because it says this guy right here, and we were to try to find an IP that was very similar to like an Australian one, and then have like a satellite then hone in on Sam's house, and then it was him on the show, like kind of like a SpongeBob live action bit. Where we would even have like someone else, like I think Ivan record for Sam, going oh, like a Courage the Cowardly Dog voice, and go hey, but have it be live action Sam.
I was gonna like turn into the shower and like move my hands from my crotch to cover my boobs and just show full hog.
Yeah, and joking aside, we would have censored it, but in the script, I think we were like, don't censor it. Pull an Evangelion where we pull, because once upon a time we wrote an Evangelion period that we never produced, where that famous bit where Shinji had the beer can covers his penis when he comes out of the shower. We were gonna have them remove the beer can and just straight up show a fucking penis. Just bare
show a big, fat, stinky wiener.
Because they show penis in Dragon Ball, we thought, you know what? This should be allowed.
They show penis in a lot of shows.
Exactly. Like so we're like, this should be fine. But an older, more reasonable Leroy goes, yeah, but Goku's a child. Like when you're a baby, it's okay, but when you're like a 16-year-old kid, yeah, you can't fucking do that.
See,
you especially can't show Sam's cock.
Leroy wouldn't have said this 2 years ago, but the climate we live in now, it's perfect.
Because everything's so fucking woke now, you can't show fucking penis. You can't show a little
woke mind virus.
You can't just show your Australian friend's penis anymore.
It's fun.
The woke mind virus keeps making me cover my genitals.
You have to cover with a COVID mask now. You know what? We should have done that scene where Sam wore a COVID mask like a thong. That would have been allowed.
That would have been actually really fire.
But
I don't know if it's as funny as like when I originally recorded, like when we were recording that, I was like 120 kilos. I'm 107 now, so I don't know if it's as funny.
I'm sorry. People keep messaging me. Did you say you lost kilos?
Yeah.
You getting fucking shredded? Yeah, no, we don't buy by the rules that fat people are funny. We actually think the exact opposite. We think fat people are super fucking unfunny. Like that bit where Fat Deku shows up.
People.
Like this scene right here, this image actually pissed me off. I said this isn't fucking funny at all. I thought we made this for ourselves. Who are we appealing to?
Image of a large man.
He's kind of cute though. We can't lie.
He's not even cute. Like give him Ozempic now.
Whoa. Crazy.
Like literally, like the minute Ozempic, it was funny how Ozempic went on the market and body positivity like went out the fucking window.
It's gone.
It's fucking gone. I can't find it anywhere. It's like it never existed. And then the cast from Wicked are all fucked up now.
Draw his chin to look like Peter Griffin's face.
I thought so too.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I had. The blank image I had behind it was Peter Griffin. So.
As your reference, yeah, it shows. Mm-hmm. Hey, Chaco.
Hey, Chaco, look, I'm gonna say a word that's mean to women.
This reminds me of the time that I was fighting All for One. Okay, so now that the commentary has devolved into Family Guy bits, I think this is the right place to cut off. I think this is good.
Yeah, right. When it starts getting good.
When it starts getting good, exactly.
That's conversations for us to have and you to think about. You to make up in your mind.
But yeah, that's all we'll say. I don't think there's any more behind the scenes things we have to talk about. We'll definitely do this again for episode 3 when that gets done. We are currently it's been written. We're recording it, but we're having issues with casting. Where I recorded for a few characters and I'm not happy with it, so we want to add more voice actors, which is creates more work. There's some people not answering their phone calls, so it's okay, now we got to recast, and I'm
actually one of them. Funny enough, Schuler and I were supposed to record for 3, instead of doing this. We were going to record here, and then you were like, "Oh, I'm doing this commentary thing," and then we both did that instead. So
yeah, no worries. It ain't a hurry because we still got that your next video, hanging behind the scenes. So it's not like we're hurting for content anymore, baby. It's not like with episode 1 we're like, oh my god, something has to come out. We're fucking sunk.
Would it help if I put in a couple more voices? Because I've got a recording session coming up.
I think we're good, Sam. I think I fucking heard enough of you. I think I've for one evening.
I
don't think we're calling you back for episode 4. I'll be real. I think we're good. I think we've had enough.
I think we've collected enough of your vocal stems that we can
the AI has been trained.
Into an AI. Yeah.
Now I have an AI that fucking listens to me and doesn't fucking talk over me when I'm trying to fucking talk over Schuler during commentary.
What's this? Giancarlo Esposito. He's calling me about a job.
Wow.
Oh, guys, I think I might have to go.
And he wants the funny 3 digits in the back of my credit card?
This guy's great.
Okay, but anyways, thank you guys so much. The viewers who are you were watching this live or also watching it in post, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't watched episode 2 yet, Sam, you should watch it. You should watch it. Otherwise, you should also watch Morning Ramen. You should go to Morning Ramen. So that's one of the rare YouTube W. We now get to have we actually get to have both channels in the title of the video now. So now both of our viewers get to see the video. So I was hoping, the viewership hasn't been too kind on this one either, but that's just YouTube right now. But if anything good comes out of this, I hope some JoyRide folks discover more Morning Ramen. I know our channels are pretty married and we kind of have a lot of the same fans, but if there's any new discoveries, it was a worthwhile endeavor because you guys are fucking hilarious. Your Naruto Abridged is fucking hilarious. As I said before, Castlevania is a fucking classic. I think the Rappa Abridged is an all-timer. That's a very recent one you guys did. And behind the scenes, I know you announced it in one of your little clips there that you're also working on another Chainsaw Man. Another one I fucking love that I got to do the logo for, which was pretty cool.
Oh, fantastic work, by the way. I haven't got to say it in person, but it was fantastic.
I even made myself a lot of people have been asking me for logos over Christmas break, and I'm like, damn, I've been making some damn good fucking logos right now. I redid Shu-Chan's logo. I'm like, fuck. I'm really good at logos now. And so after that, I did something for Cody behind the scenes. And then I did Chainsaw Man for you. The apostrophe S for the Saw Man. So it's Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. It could be like Chainsaw, or it could be like Cain's Aw Man.
Yeah, Cain's Aw Man. Yeah.
Why haven't I asked you to do a cover for me for Overload? I've got 5 issues written in the bank. I should just get you to...
Yeah, but you have a real professional artist, though. You're good, buddy.
Well, I also want to feature different artists on the cover.
That could be fun. That would be cool. Little collaboration. Whoa! Who broke my stove, chat? All right, chat.
Is that... Oh my god, the gas is seeping in.
The gas is.
That's also what I wanted to say though. Is support Morning Ramen. Go watch their shit. They're very funny. Also, go check out Halftone Hounds. That's Sam's comic label. Sam actually writes comic books. Can you fucking believe it? He makes real physical comic books. Sick. And they're really cool.
Yeah. You can read them
Our
on
Lord
Global Comics or buy
2025.
them at millenniumpublishing.com.
Fuck yeah. Otherwise, Schuler, you have a private YouTube channel too, where you just produce music sometimes.
Oh God, yeah, that's my dumping ground.
You see, you call it a dumping ground, but I really enjoy the shit you post there.
Some shoe specials.
Some
And if
Schuler
you live
awards.
in a certain area, you can catch some crazy live shoe if you're a detective. But I won't say anything about that, Banana Samurai.
Yeah, Banana Samurai.
Banana Samurai. That's how we'll end the stream. Banana Samurai, guys. Thank you for joining us once again. Please watch everything that we mentioned. We really need you. We need your support, man. Got to keep this alive because we love what we do. Chat. I'm seeing the chat pop off right now. Banana or Samurai.
Banana or Samurai.
Banana Samurai, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I guess I should mention, general channel updates before we go. As I just mentioned, we're working on Vigilantes 3. People have been asking for Spike's Family 12. I wrote in the comments of 2 because someone asked about it, but I'll announce it here. Bro, I wrote that in 2024. It's making me physically ill looking at it because that's how bad YouTube has been to me this year. It has made me traumatized looking at Spike's Family because my confidence is fucking shot. That's another one I've rewritten several fucking times, and I will have to rewrite one more time because of casting issues and just general changes to the website and how to appeal because, again, you can't do long form jokes anymore. Jokes can't carry. Only for the hardcore fans, but for the general populace, it's very tough to do a long. You could not do the MCU on YouTube. It wouldn't fucking work because people would be asking who the fuck Iron Man is. It's how it fucking is now. So it will get done. I promise that a Spike's Family 12 will come out this year as a major movie because we announced it during Direct. I'm holding myself to it. It will get done. But behind the scenes, there is a parody that was not announced at the Direct. We were deliberating if we would announce it. We did not. And it was just decided this week that the unannounced parody is going to be the thing I work on after Vigilantes 3. And it's going to be a big one. And the reason behind that one is because it's like Vigilantes. It makes me happy. Because I'm producing that one. I do have a co-writer on that one. As I know, as Sam mentioned, Oshinoko was so fucking good, but under fucking rated. We're giving that style one more fucking shot. It's not Oshinoko Abridged, but there's another one with that particular tone and team set that we want to give a shot.
Guys, I'm gonna spoil it. It's the Beatles animated movie from 19 whatever the fuck.
Yellow Submarine or some fucking shit.
Yellow Submarine, yeah, Abridged.
Yellow Banana Submarine.
Yellow Banana Samurai Submarine. Stay tuned this year. Yeah. We love you.
We love you guys. Otherwise, all other shit announced at Directs. Everyone was checking with me tonight. They're working on it. I'm more of an executive producer on those ones. I kind of just peek my head in, but I don't have control over those productions. So those get done when they fucking get done. But they are getting done. They're very fucking funny. You guys are gonna love those. Was it fucking Zodiac Wars, fucking Hell's Paradise, Gotcha Kuda Trash Dub. They're coming. They're going to be fucking great. And maybe if we have time, we'll produce more Zatch Bell. I know everyone enjoyed Zatch Bell. We enjoyed it too. We'll figure it out.
Subscribe to the Patreon to see it specifically, guys.
Y'all they're on YouTube. Zatch Bell's on YouTube now.
Is it on YouTube now? I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to subscribe to the Patreon.
But yeah, please subscribe to the Patreon because we depend on that more than YouTube now. Unfortunately, because YouTube is such a bummer now that Patreon is what really helps keep the fucking engine running. So if you got the scratch, I know times are tough, so don't make our struggles your struggle. But if you were looking to throw some change somewhere, throw it at the Patreon. Because that's where you're going to see all this shit come out first. And in some regards, the only place you're going to see it, depending on copyright. But until then, until the things come on YouTube, thank you so much. I can't not thank you enough for everyone's support and feedback. Even when I get mad at the comments, the people who are very constructive and very nice and are having a fun time, you're the guys we make this for, and you're the ones we respond to in a positive light. So thank you so much. Stay safe. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Stay Chinese.
What?
Oh no, Sebastian, sing the Chinese song.
西海望飘飘，北风萧萧，见你我见你。That's all I know.
All right, now rap over it.
我哋红中国，现在我有冰淇淋，我还希望冰淇淋。